introspective and incredible moments in my journaling recently, and I wanted to share some of the techniques that have been just helping me so much grow and come more fully into myself. And I was like, why not share it with the people? Also, I have some really random triggers tonight. I was like walking around the house and looking for triggers, different triggers that I could use. And my auntie brought over some lollies. And I was like, I feel like I want to eat these. I haven't really done like a eating trigger video, so I want to just have some sounds in here that I haven't done before. This one's apple, and this one is it's just gonna be kind of like a random one, but I think it's gonna be a longer video. I'm just feeling that tonight, so I have such a big sweet tooth. It looks kind of funny close up. But yeah, this is what kind of fruit is this? This is an apple. It sounds kind of sandy because of the sugar on the outside. It's like a jelly. This jelly candy. I'm sprinkling sugar all over my phone, but you deserve it because you're sweet. So, something that I've been journaling recently was I came to the conclusion that I've been moving certain ways in my life through a vibration of fear, which is very normal. It's very human, and changes, they're just fucking whack and scary, even though we need them, and I invite them every time, and then when they actually happen, I'm like, fuck, like, what am I gonna do? So I just really find journaling like an incredible resource to not only have its security but also have evidence of my growth. I think that like having evidence is one of the most rewarding parts because it shows you how far you come. I've got my journal here. And like I am in a bit more of a talkative mood, so this video will be a little bit more like fast paced, a little bit more just like there's tingles, there's movement. If you do want a more calmer video, I suggest maybe watching one of my earlier ones, like my speaking on community video that I posted. It's on like 4K now, guys, which is like fucking incredible. So thank you for that. Yeah, so one of the things that I've been journaling about recently is I was like, I'm still a little bit insecure. And some part of me likes to believe that throughout life, we're always going to be a little bit insecure because we're fucking creatures. We're not supposed to be perfect, and we're supposed to always be in process until we die. But I think that while we have time to acknowledge parts of ourselves, we also have time to work on them. And, you know, I'm never going to reach perfection. I mean, we don't know, but I have a feeling that I'm never going to reach being perfect. But what's important is that when I clock something, that I try to improve it, because I know that something of that trying is going to pay off, and I'm going to live better for it, you know? And I was like, okay, well, if I feel, you know, there's a lot of changes going on in my life. I'm moving at the moment and looking for a new place. And just like, you know, I'm in a particular kind of time of my life. And things are good. But sometimes they're stressful at this time. And astrologically, I don't know if I said that. Yeah, I definitely said this in the last video. But astrologically, there's just a lot of like shit happening. I mean, when is there not? Like, we live on planet Earth, so there's just fucking weird shit fucking going down every day. Weird shit going down every day. So we can only try our best. And I was like, how do you... The first question that came to mind, and you know, I'm still kind of all processing this as I say it out loud, so it might not be the most perfect delivery, but I was like, interesting that I can notice a pattern but not yet have the ingredients to fix it, because I was like, I need more self-security. I'm not insecure about quite a lot of things. I feel that I have like a really amazing confidence that I've worked hard to have, and that I've worked hard to try and share, that my personal confidence is not just only reserved for this chosen special. It's something that I think every single person can practice. It's like a muscle. And like, if you don't practice it, the muscle, you know, whittles slowly, and things get to be a little bit harder to lift. But when you're practicing it and you're reaffirming yourself, I really believe that things are just easier to digest, and to feel like, no, yeah, I've got it, or like, no, yeah, I am beautiful no matter what people say, or no matter how I may feel at some point in time. I'm always going to have that innate beauty and that innate worth, but there's still always going to be areas, like I said. So I had a bit of a journal process where I was like, okay, well, I feel insecure in some areas of my life, or even, you know, something that made more sense to word it was more that I need more security in these areas. Rather than feeling insecure, it feels more specific and closer to the actual mark to say that this is where I need more security, because I feel like reframing it in that way is more in a growth kind of mindset, rather than in a statement that kind of phrases you in that. Yeah. But so something that I felt like I cracked through today was, I'll try and find it. I'm definitely holding my journal upside down, but I'll turn it way around. Okay. Dog. Might take me a little while to find, but that's a sticker from Don Benino, and some interesting little So pretty much what helped me was starting with the question of, okay, well, if I feel that I need more security in my life, and most importantly, I need more security within myself, where are the areas that make me feel insecure? Where are the areas that I feel this need for security? I feel this like pain point. And so I wrote all of the things down, and I want to do it with you guys. So let's find a blank page, if I can, because she's pretty full. I need to get a new journal, guys, but I have this really magical thing where I haven't bought a journal in over 2 years, maybe even more. Well, I've bought journals for other people, but I always seem to find journals somehow. This one was also found in the house from a previous roommate who I never met. Okay, this is like a semi-blank page. Oh, yes. How satisfying. The blank page. Okay. So how fucking cool is this necklace that my coworker made me? Shout out Big Bird blog. Fuck yeah. So cool. And it's like a bolo tie with a little rocking horse. So I can isn't that just fucking amazing? And it's like this really cool face. And then on the back it's like clay. But yeah, so let's get to business. Okay, blank page. So, grab your journal and we're going to write your wrongs. We're going to write your wrongs. First, we're going to write out your wrongs. So, oh my gosh, something fascinating that I just discovered. This isn't actually a blank page. I totally lied to you. One time, like 3 days ago, I feel like that's such an Aussie thing, is to be like, yeah, the other day. And it was like 4 years ago. But then to be like, yeah, one time. And it was like yesterday or like 3 days ago. But yeah, the other day or 3 days ago, I went to the park to journal because I wanted to switch things up a little. Just switch it up a little. And when I got there, I was like super pissed off. Just like angry with the world and sleep deprived. And just like having them, you just have like one of them wet sock days. Like, also, yes, my hair is red. And my scalp is kind of fried from the dye, but like, we fucking prevail because I feel good. And I'm looking cute. I'm looking unique. So, yeah, anyway, I go on tangents. I'm pretty sure I have undiagnosed ADHD, but like I said, we're all on planet Earth. So, I went to the park and my pen was out of ink. The pen that I took was out of ink. And it reminded me of those memes that are like when you get to the spot and bro forgot the lighter. And it's just like the worst pain ever. That's me, but with a pen. And so I was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking journal anyway. And I just wrote into the journal with no ink. And you can see some of the ink did like come out a little bit at certain spots. But mostly it's just scratchings. I just scratched what I needed to write into the journal. And it kind of showed me that I think I just like the physical routine of journaling. My eyeliner's getting smudged. So we're just gonna go over the top of it because, I already had my release. So, if you grab your journal, we're going to draw a line down the middle. It's a little bit wonky, but like, you know, it does the job. And then I'm going to write places I need more security. In brackets, things that make me feel insecure. Okay, so we've got one side. This is one side. This is just one side of the story. So hold on a second, because we are gonna get deep, but there's a remedy. And on the other side, we're gonna write opposite, positive to these things. So I have a very unintelligible longhand style of writing that allows me to write really quick, but it's literally comparable to doctors' handwriting. But you just do it in your own style. I'm sure you can kind of read it, you know. But anyway, so on one side, write your insecurities. Go there, you know, just go there. And you can write people too. I think it's important to do people, place, and things. To just really dig deep, you know. We dig deep on this channel. And then write the opposite, positive, of what you can think of. So I'm going to lead you through a personal example. Let's see. Something that makes me feel insecure is always buying. Always buying. Take out. Oh my god, my cat's at the door. I'm gonna let her in. Did you hear her meow? I'll be back. Guys, we have a special guest. I can tell she's gonna be wanting to let down soon. So let's put her down. Okay. I definitely have that fur on my lipstick. That's my cat Bibbles, named after the little creature in Fairytopia, Barbie. But I never call her Bibbles, and she doesn't really respond to it. Hang on, I'm gonna let her out. I'll be right back. We just call her Putty, or sometimes Shitums when she shits in the house. It's not often, but it's mainly when it's raining and she freaks out. She's a special one. So, what I was saying, oh yeah, where I'm insecure. Something that makes me feel insecure financially is always buying takeout for my meals during my work day. So I've got it in the insecurity side. Now, why this makes me insecure is because I'm a chef, and sometimes I just can't be fucked to cook when I've been working a lot. I'll always cook on my day off, and I'm always going to love cooking. I fucking love cooking so much. But sometimes I'm working late, and then I wake up late, and then I head to work, and it's just easier to like grab a quick bite. But then sometimes after work, I haven't really eaten because I'm there to cook, you know. I'm not really like always making a starvie for myself. I did have some tonight though, so I'm feeling well fed. But yeah, it just sometimes buying takeout, I don't need to over explain myself. Buying takeout all the time, it just makes me feel financially insecure because I'm spending money on things that I don't really want to spend money on, but it's kind of out of necessity and a bit of laziness. And when I come from that place, it just doesn't make me feel like I've got security within, you know? At one point, when I was chefing all the time and like I was working at two kitchens and I was working like more than 7 days a week because I was working 6 days a week in the kitchen in two separate kitchens. One, I was working 4 days a week or 5 days a week in one kitchen, and then one day, 12 hours in a different kitchen with a different menu, and like, girl. And then I was modeling during the day, and I'm like, no wonder I got so burnt out. But I was like, at some points, I was buying takeout for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it was just rough. It was honestly rough because I would like get up really early, grab brekkie on the way to like a shoot, and then I would grab lunch before I'd go into my shift for dinner service, and then afterwards it would just be this big blur, and like maybe I didn't want to take some of the stock for stuffies or just like didn't really, you know, I'm in this like go mode. So I would then go and buy dinner after leaving work, and yeah, just got into this cycle. And I'm trying to feel more security in myself by meal prepping. So what would be the opposite positive of this? Instead of always buying takeout for my meals during my workday, I would write on my day off, I will meal prep because I love meal prepping and it is the opposite positive because then I'm providing for myself. I don't have to constantly buy takeout, which sometimes one meal could be like 4 meals worth of different ingredients from the grocery store to go towards my meal prepping. So I'll also save money that way. I'll feel more kept by myself. Something else on this topic is I've really been loving having a bag snack. Like on my grocery shopping days, make sure that I have a little, it's practically like making sure I have my lunchbox set, you know? And I just really want to get into that routine, into that habit. And that'll make me feel more secure within myself, both financially and also just like in a self-love way of like, yeah, I've got you. Like I wanna provide for you for the week to myself, you know? Because it's like, honestly, I think a lot of the things about insecurities as humans and as people, it's more about what you didn't receive as a child often is where you're going to get the most reward reparenting yourself in as an adult. At least that's what I found for me. I don't know about you, but I thought I would share anyway because why not? Why not? Let's all thrive together here. That's what this channel is for. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm doodling my journal, but I was like, while we're here, let me see what triggers that I prepared. I do have my boots here, my boots that I was talking around in the city. They are leather boots. I probably shouldn't touch the bottom because ewy, but yeah, I just like having a little ramble as well because that really changed my brain chemistry when I first did it. Where it just made me be like, wow, there really is a roadmap to be able to grow. Like once you decide you want to grow, the path really does become clear if you're willing to listen. So let's look through my journal. Oh, a really interesting one that was in the first security map I drew was sometimes I feel really insecure after doom scrolling on reels heaps because there's just so many different opinions and so much information to guide you, and sometimes I just get information overload where I'm like, oh my god, like I should do this in my 20s, I should do this because of my music, I should do this and that, and there's just so much. And after a while, you just lose touch in what you really want to do, and you feel like you should go all these different separate ways, you know. But I found the journal interesting because what came to mind first of the opposite positive of doom scrolling until I'm information overload seems like it would be don't doom scroll, but instead what was the real truth was hang out with friends who inspire you and make you come alive more instead of getting your sense of dopamine and connection from Instagram as much. And that felt really clear, like, yeah, like if I really want, guidance, I've got all these amazing friends who can guide me in a way that isn't needing to give me this unsolicited dopamine advice. It's just I find more of myself and find out more of the kind of path I want to take just in community, in being reflected by my mates and laughing and talking about shit we're interested in and getting hyped up. And that made me feel more secure instantly, because then it made me feel more grateful for the friends I do have and for the friend I can be. So I really recommend this exercise. I hope that I explained it like well enough. And also it's up to you, I'm also part of the information you'll be receiving from the internet. So take it with a grain of salt, And you can trust me because I am wearing a bolo tie style clay necklace with a rocking horse. I don't know what more you need from someone who can tell you how to feel more secure within themselves, but if you do think of something, comment down below. Like and subscribe, and let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate this time with you, and I hope you have a really beautiful sleep. I really love these more talky, chit